Hi Paw Prince, back this time for the Divine Masculine reading. For anyone that's wondering, I'm using the Royal Tarot. I do read for the collective, so that means some bits may resonate, all of it may resonate, or none of it may resonate. And if none of it resonates, that just means this reading's not for you at this time. I also read with intuition, so I read what I pick up and feel within the cards. For anyone that's watching that likes the way that I read and get the message across, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. For anyone that ever wants to send me any new decks to keep my readings new and fresh, I will have a wish list linked below. For anybody that ever wants a question answered, feel free to put it in the comments. I'll have a look, see what I can get and upload that video for that question. With that said, let's find out what's going on for the Divine Masculine. Okay, so they are feeling quite shut off right now in their life. They're feeling quite cold, very shut off. They're not playing the victim or having pity, they're just kind of shutting themselves away. I don't think they're comfortable right now in the position they're in. They don't feel very comfortable in their own skin right now. I feel like they feel very out of place. It's not what they want. For some of them, I feel like they're wanting to go back down an old path where they felt more free, more them. I feel like they've got a lot of scars from diverting off the path they were on. They've caused themselves, and now they're kind of accepted what's happened, but they're kind of content in the fact that they're happy to go back onto the path that they ran from before. But they have a little bit of fear that they're not going to be met with the same kind of attitude that they've now got. Like the damage that they've done has been done, and they kind of have the worry they're not going to be met with acceptance back for some of them. In their heart, they've always held on to the divine masculine, divine feminine, sorry. The divine masculine has always held on to the divine feminine. But the problem is they know that the DS that split off and said, this is it, I'm done, and they're not coming into unity with their divine masculine, those ones, the divine masculine, are kind of scared that it's serious. Although that in the past there's been times that they've gone back and forth, they're very much worried that that probably was their last chance. And I feel like that was where their heart was. Their home is where the heart was, and that was their home. And even though they ran from it, they now don't feel like they can come back. They don't have a home to go to. And it's like they feel very lost if that's the case. If they come back and try and come back and they realise that it's not what they think it is, or they're not going to get what they want, they're going to feel very lost, and then they're going to become kind of fighting themselves, and they're going to blame themselves, which rightly so, they did it to themselves. But they're going to kind of go down a downward spiral, and I think this is going to help them rebuild themselves and start to love them, because I think they need to... The only person that can break them is going to be themselves, with the way they are, how their attitude is and their stubbornness and the way they've been acting. The only one that can see that for themselves is themselves. So for them to break that by breaking themselves will help them rebuild to the person they should have been being from the beginning, but wasn't. for a long time they've shielded themselves from their own lies, but they're kind of starting to see the damage they did and realising what they did and how it's affected people. For quite some time, they always knew they were doing wrong, but they tried to just say, whatever, fuck it, I don't care, go cry to someone. And now they're crying to themselves because they've got no one to cry to. I feel like they've been looking over the DF in some way. They've been looking at profiles or seeing them out in public, but the Divine Feminine hasn't noticed them. They haven't even seen them. They haven't even like had any feeling that they're there, but they've been seen. And the DM hates that. They're not a part of that. They're starting to really hate the fact that they're not got anything to show for themselves. They've got no happiness to show for themselves. They thought their actions were going to give them such a proud life that they were going to have something to show for it, and they haven't. And I feel like they're now wanting to transition to something new but don't know how to. They're kind of stuck right now. So I'll look at some guidance for the DMs. Some guidance and advice. So, the path that they're now going to go down on, the path of, like I was saying, like some of them are going to be met with not what they thought it is, and they're going to get very defensive by breaking themselves. That's a path that a lot of them are going to go down, and it's kind of a path they have to go down alone. They need to, for them to gain back control of themselves and kind of control of their life and like move things forward. They need to go down this by themselves. They need to stop trying to play the victim and then doing shit and then playing the victim. It's just a constant cycle. They need to break the cycle and kind of pull their finger out their ass and kind of actually see that nothing's going to get done unless they do it. Regardless of their outcome, whether they're going to end up, because some of them won't, because obviously in my eyes, unity, you can have unity with your higher self, because our bodies on the physical plane, once they die, our souls are going to go on. Our souls live eternally. This is just a shell, and our higher selves are a version of us. So if your higher selves come into unity, you're still in union with your twin. I don't believe everyone has to physically be in union with their twin on the physical earth plane to be in full unity. That's my own belief on it. And that's the same for although some of them may not even come into unity at all, this is kind of the thing that they need to go through to help them with their journey, whether it's in this life or in the next one. It's just what they need to do. For them to be kind of seen, for them to see themselves for who they are, and for other people to see who they are, they need to kind of purify themselves, because they're very lost, hurt themselves while hurting other people, and they kind of need to heal this and start to love themselves. And to do that, they need to break themselves down to build themselves back up. So that's what I'm getting. Thanks for watching.